Today, we're looking at Venezuela. On January 3rd, the US finally arrested Maduro. Feels like a movie scene, not right? But while everyone's focused on the drama, there's a bigger story we're missing. I was reading a thread on Quora from a Venezuelan guy named Alejandro. He explained what it actually felt like when his country started collapsing. He said, "It didn't happen with an explosion. It happened quietly. First, the milk disappeared. Then, the lights started flickering. Then, my savings turned into dust." That hit me hard, and it made me think, if we look around our country right now, are we seeing the same signs? Venezuela was once one of the richest countries in South America. They had it all. And if it could happen there, it can happen anywhere. Let's put politics aside for a second and just look at the facts. There are 3 economic red flags that could show if we're heading for trouble. The lazy economy. Economists call it the resource curse, but let's call it the lazy economy. Venezuela had the biggest oil reserves in the world. For years, they didn't farm or build factories because they could just sell oil and import everything else. Cars, clothes, even toilet paper. They bought it all from abroad. A former engineer in Caracas said, "We thought the oil money would never stop. We forgot how to make things." Now look at us. What do we rely on? Oil, gold, minerals. If a country depends on just one raw material, we're in big trouble. The moment the price drops, the money stops coming in. And because we still import rice, phones, toothpicks, and almost everything else, we're stuck paying foreign prices. When you stop producing and only buy, you're at the mercy of the world. That's exactly how Venezuela went broke. This one doesn't get talked about until it's too late. It's called the brain drain. Before the currency crashed in Venezuela, the people crashed. In 2016, 5 years before the worst inflation, a woman shared that her doctor moved to Spain, her professor moved to Miami, and engineers left for Chile. Why? They couldn't afford a basic life anymore. When your smartest people, the ones who run the hospitals, the power grids, and the businesses leave, the country's engine stops. Here, we call it leaving for better opportunities. But it's not a trend. It's a warning. When talented youth, tech kids, and nurses leave the country, it shows the system is failing to reward hard work. A country cannot survive if its brain is leaving the body. Printing money like crazy. Finally. Why is everything so expensive? Governments might blame the war in Europe, supply chains, or the weather, but most of the time, it's because they print too much money. In Venezuela, when the government ran out of real money, they just printed more to pay their bills. Here's a fact that explains it. Money is like a certificate for the goods in a country. If you print twice as many certificates, but still have the same amount of bread and milk, the price of bread doubles. It's not that the food became more valuable. Your money just loses value. Venezuela hit 600% inflation because they ignored this rule. If your salary stays the same, but bread costs more every month, you're not imagining it. You're getting poorer by the hour. These are real warning signs. We're seeing imports crush local production. We're seeing friends leave the country. We're seeing prices rise every week. Venezuela ignored the warnings until people were eating from trash cans. We still have a chance to face the economic storm head-on and demand better from our leaders and from ourselves in how we manage our resources. So honestly, when you check your own bank account or just look around your city, does any of this feel familiar? I really want to know what you think. Drop a comment below if you're seeing any of these signs where you live, and if you want to understand the money stuff that the news usually skips, hit that subscribe button.